It always begins with excellent streaming.
Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am awaiting your instructions.
And to think that when I first became a lawyer, I was worried I'd get stuck behind a desk.
Is something wrong, Kate Walker? Is the restaurant car service not to your liking? Would you like another pillow?
Don't worry, Oscar. Everything's just hunky-dory. And you are just hunky-dory, too.
Is there a restaurant cart?
Oscar, we have a serious problem. How can we carry on our journey if this train doesn't want to budge? What are our options?
Every clock has its key, Kate Walker. Keep looking.
Well, I hope you're right. I'm gonna go see what I can find. Oscar, there's no way you could help me find a way to wind the train back up again?
Rust awaits my every movement if I leave this train, Kate Walker. And what would you do with a rusty engine driver?
Not a lot, I suppose. Oscar, I think that Hans Vorarlberg once stayed in this town after he left Valladolid. Maybe this wasn't a chance stopover after all.
Nothing is left to chance in a railroad network.
You agree with me, then?
We have no concrete proof to support your hypothesis. The train stopped because the clockwork mechanism is unwound. That is the only concrete evidence we have, Kate Walker.
I was just hoping for a little imagination on your part, Oscar.
No, Kate Walker. I am only an automaton, Kate Walker.
This train might be a wonder of technology, but the engine's limited autonomy is a liability. You got to admit that.
I am afraid I refuse to entertain this consideration, Kate Walker.
Alrighty then. Let's
Oscar,
move on.
See you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
Let's go check out Barrackstock. And as soon as I start playing, it says my bitrate is low. Let's watch Kate Walker get frightened. Well, those birds don't like her, I guess. Is the game way louder than me, or is the volume acceptable? Oh my goodness. Jake is watching. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, Jake. Happy Christmas, Harry. What are you wearing? Jake. Happy Christmas Eve. What is the visual quality that you are seeing? Is it super smudged and blurry, or is it regular 2002 PC game looking? Jake says it looks great. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful. I sure appreciate you coming to see me here.
Hello.
You ride by train, I see.
Yes, I've come from Valadilen.
It's been a long time since I've seen a train here. Students, did you bring students with you?
No, I traveled alone. Well, almost alone.
I remember around the start of fall, trains would bring kids from all around the world here to study zoology and botany, paleontology, and all that stuff. This was a great university.
And it isn't still great today, then?
Today,
Here, I can lower that a little bit. I just have to click outside. Let's lower that to there. And
Have you been the station master of Baruchstadt for a long time?
Baroque
I've never had another job. Now, you tell me, are you in charge of this train?
See
no,
if that helped
I
at
mean,
all.
I'm not sure.
So what's your thing here? You come here to do some bookworming over at the university?
Well, sort of. I'm always looking for new information.
Well, you don't seem to know a lot. And about that train, it's gonna get in the way if you leave it there, that's for sure.
In fact, I'm a lawyer and I'm conducting a pretty unusual investigation.
Investigation, huh? Hey, I'm just a station master. I don't know too much about anything.
Well, you never know. Anybody could be significant in this case.
See, nobody actually tells me anything, so my hands are totally clean.
I never implied they weren't.
Can you hear the game in my mic? Is there a... Like, are you hearing anything twice? Anything like that?
I feel like I've lost my way a little here. I could really do with your help.
Hey, anything I can do, miss, you just let me know.
The name Hans Vorarlberg doesn't mean anything to you by chance,
Okay.
does it?
Oh, do you really think I'd remember one little name from the thousands that pass through this station?
Turning it down a little bit more because I do see that it goes into the yellow, the little volume bar.
I'm sorry to junk up your station like this, but the spring mechanism on my train needs winding.
A spring-operated locomotive. There's a thing.
Yeah, and an impractical thing, too.
Yeah, I always dreamed of taking a train, but now I'm over the hill. And someone has to take care of the birds, after all.
It's over the hill, then that'd be even more reason to take a train.
All these birds in a station. It's amazing.
This is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious University of Baruchstadt Ornithological Collection. Over the years, this aviary has housed some of the most fantastic species from all over the world. And I'm not exactly your typical station master either. This award is my responsibility, and that is no easy task.
I can well believe you.
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecial harmony. And one day some explorer introduced a couple of cuckoos from the Amazon. Whoa!
It wasn't a good idea?
A nightmare! You know, cuckoos lay their eggs in the nests of other species, right? Now, what's more, they also push the host's eggs out of the nest so that they receive all the mother's attention, right? Accursed cuckoos. Nightmare.
I see what you mean. That's one tricky bird. And there was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You have an automaton here?
A wonder of technology. It's an eagle that's mounted on wheels in the air. It passes through and it swoops down to collect parasite eggs. But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. Fell off it several months back, and I still have a pain in my spine. Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
You poor soul. That must be very hard.
Worst thing is, cuckoo eggs piling up in the nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store, big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
Alrighty then.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
We'll move
Welcome to
on.
Barrockstadt, miss.
What did I pick up? A hook. Okay. Hey Jake, if my bit rate is low, does that mean my internet is having an issue? Because that's what I keep getting as my little message, is that my bit rate is lower than recommended. What is your bit rate? It is 2,435. And they recommend a bit rate of 6,800. So what do you think about that? I usually stream at 2,500. For old games, you should never have to go above 3,000. Does that mean you are able to choose your bitrate? Is there a setting somewhere that I don't understand or know about?
That looks broken.
Yeah, you can set your bitrate in the OBS
No
settings.
point.
You'd have to
It's
stop
locked.
your stream and change it though. I am using OBS. How did you know that? Let's see. I want to see where this is. Or can I not look at it while I'm streaming? Settings. Oh, video bitrate 2,500. Well then, everything's okay? So that's just YouTube being YouTube? Telling me that my bitrate is low? Because now it's 2,600 and they're complaining right now about my bitrate.
No point.
Okay.
It's locked.
Jake said it's fine, Aaron. It's just YouTube. Well, is there a way to make YouTube stop saying that? I wonder. Not use YouTube? I could do that.
No point. It's locked.
I've never streamed to YouTube. Okay. Every
No
door is
point.
locked.
It's locked.
No point. It's locked. Well, let me know, Jake, if things get blurry or weird. Quite the rainy Christmas we're having, isn't it? One reason it could be saying that is because you're streaming at 1080p. Oh. Is that something I need to change too then? And where do I do that? Is that in settings? Let's see. And how did you know I was streaming in 1080? And how do I fix that? I'm looking through settings. Do I do that when I'm output or video settings? Okay. Is it also because I have it at 60 frames per second? That's probably one too, right? Looks like I can't change any of that right now, but... Error. I can tell because 1080 is the quality options. Oh, okay. Not receiving enough video. To continue your session, complete this brief verification. What in the wide world is going on? YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay, so if I change it to not be 1080p, things should be better. Is that what you're telling me? I'm going to do that right now.